Those. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the UFL Weekly Show every Sunday night at 8 o'clock p.m. We were off last week due to Easter, and we took the week off. Next week, we will be here at 8 o'clock sharp on Sunday with no Saturday sports show. Or actually, I'll tell you what, we're not going to be here Sunday because I have Mike and I have some people coming down here to visit, and I'm going to be jammed up with them. So we will not be here next Sunday either. But the following Sunday, possibly, because that's draft weekend, we'll be done with the draft on Saturday. I will let you know. Keep on my social media platforms for all your information on this. Okay, today the Masters ended. We're going to talk a little bit about that here on UFL Weekly, but we have lots to talk about, some big news in the UFL. Ted Ginn Jr. got arrested over the weekend, charged with driving while intoxicated and driving under the influence. Todd Haley had to take over. The offensive coordinator had to take over as interim head coach in the meantime until Ted Ginn gets his legal situation straightened out. So we'll talk about that later on in games. I still can't understand how Kevin Sumlin still has a job. Houston Texans looked horrible today or yesterday. They lost 45-7 to the DC Defenders, and I still can't understand how he still has a job, but that's not my decision to make. All right, here we go here. Let's see who we have in the comments section here. Yes, hello to you as well. Thank you for tuning in today, and I want to thank everyone who's tuning in here to UFL Weekly here on the RW Media Productions on our two Facebook pages and YouTube. We're also on Twitch and the Kick Network. And I'm trying to get my Twitter situation straightened out, but that's becoming a dead end. And we're simulcasted on Pensman Sports and the Outlaw Sports Network. All right, let's get started here. Brian, you want to add some stuff here with the Masters, but first we're going to get to our opening introductions. Pensman, welcome to the program. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you, what you're up to. Go ahead.
Thanks for having me on this UFL. I know I hope you guys had a good Easter last week, so we want to recap on that. So, yeah, you can find me on Pensman Sports on YouTube. You can email me at pensmansports@gmail.com. So we'll see what happens. I want to point out that I passed my old channel at 1,156. So thank you for subscribing. Please help me get to 2,000. So I did a short video of the Masters after it ended, so appreciate everybody that came into there as well. So that's how you can get a hold of me.
All right, Pensman, is it okay? You're my monitor here. I'm a little issues with my eyes today.
Yeah.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for tuning in. There we are. Isaiah, thank you. All right. Let's get started with this.
Isaiah's playing 2K, so it's all
yeah. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's get started with the Master stuff here. Brian, go ahead. You have some stuff you want to add here. And Brian Pettit, welcome to the program, Outlaw Sports Network. Tell everybody about what you're up to and how they can get a hold of you, and then you get started with the Masters. Go ahead.
Yeah. You can get a hold of me on YouTube at OSN-TSM. So that's how you can get a hold of me. There's another channel that's called the Sports. There's actually another one that's called like what mine is. But please subscribe to mine and all other social medias. You can look me up at Outlaw Sports Network. So there you go.
All right. Okay, Brian, go ahead with your thing, and then I have an audio clip I'm going to play. Go ahead.
First of all, congratulations to Rory for winning his back-to-back championship at the Masters. It's a big thing. But here, give you a little hint. I know that we did talk about this, but Ralph and Pensman got a question. What? We always talk about prices and others. This is a 2026 food items. Take a guess at how much a pimento cheese and egg salad sandwich cost. Take a wild guess.
$10.
I'd say $20 because everywhere you go for entertainment such as golf, baseball, whatever, You got to take out a loan to buy food. So
Okay, you ready for this?
I say $10.
Okay,
I say $20.
$20. You're both wrong. Way overpriced. $1.50 for an egg salad and pimento cheese.
Oh, for an egg salad sandwich. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Almost $2.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, I'll tell you a little interesting story about egg salad sandwiches. When I drove a cab, we used to go to this Unimart, and this lady made homemade egg salad sandwiches. So we used to go in there and get one. One day, out of clear blue sky, I went in there, and her egg salad sandwiches were not, and she wasn't there. Here, they sold the place to somebody else. So they went ahead and they wrapped it in, plastic wrap in one of those little styrofoam things on white bread, and they put it in there. And it said signature egg salad sandwich. So I said, "Can I have one of your signature egg salad sandwiches?" Oh my gosh, it was bad, and I paid about $5 for that sandwich too. So
Okay, how about this one?
Signature.
This is going to blow your mind.
egg
Are
salad.
you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. Now this is a plate. Now you got to think about this. Okay.
All right.
You got pork pork barbecue, tomato pie. I don't know what it's savage tomato pie.
Okay.
Master's Club,
Right.
a chicken salad on a honey wheat ham or cheese on rye, classic sandwich. Okay.
Oh,
All that together, how much do you think that? Not all that together, but just take a guess of what that barbecue, just a barbecue plate would, not a barbecue plate, but just a barbecue sandwich, and all that stuff that I just mentioned. That doesn't go with it, but that's what like a Master's Club or a chicken salad or on a honey wheat bread or ham and cheese sandwich.
Grand total for all three items was about $20, or is it 15 somewhere in there?
No, everything that I just listed was $3 total. So you get a barbecue.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, man, that's some great food.
Okay, listen to this. Okay, this is what you can do. Think about this.
Price. Oh
You
my.
get a barbecue sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. Soft drinks, $2. So
Wow.
now you're up to $5. Then
Hey,
you only
Benson,
get
we should go to a golf game.
okay. That's
You
not
gotta
the fun of it.
go anywhere else. Jeez.
Okay. And then you can have the Georgia sweet. Let me look here. For beverage, $2 for a drink. So in all, you can spend less than $5 going to the Masters, eating their food for a whole entire day. You know,
Oh, gee whiz. Wow.
even the snacks, apple slices, chips, or barbecue chips or whatever, $1.50.
Wow. Man, I don't know. You know what? They have to figure. They have to be making money either on parking or on tickets, because they ain't making money on food charging that kind of price.
Well,
Exactly.
tickets are up. Tickets are up there in price.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So being that they have to make their money somehow. And if they're not making it on food, which obviously the prices are like 1960 or whatever it is, you know what I mean? You know, but yeah, that's interesting, Brian. Thanks for that.
I mean,
Boy,
even
boy,
the
I
ice cream,
myself.
even the ice cream sandwich. I mean, it's $3 for a Georgia Peach ice cream sandwich. $3.
Well, that's not bad for an ice cream sandwich. Heck, you go to a ball game. What is it for Dippin' Dots, Pensman? What, about $7-8 or something? $10?
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
$7-8
Ice cream or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not even that, Ralph. It's not the ice cream when you get at the ballparks. They're very small. You remember and I'll give you a hint since we're on this subject. You remember the baseball cups?
Yeah.
You remember the baseball hat cups?
Yeah. Used to get ice cream in a plastic baseball hat.
Yeah, that was so cool because I had like 10 of them of different teams back then. So,
Yeah.
But now they don't even do that. They just give you here's a cup, go at it, I wish they'd come back with those baseball caps because that was attrition, and that was like $3 back then.
No, you can't do that no more because the souvenir stand people complain because they can take that money and spend it. I used to work in a souvenir stand when I worked at the old Three River Stadium, and I used to sell programs too. So when somebody else was selling them, the program people used to get pissed off and get mad because the souvenirs were selling them, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, all right. The vendors have gone under. I used to be a vendor, and you don't see too many of them anymore. They're they're around, but they're not as around as they used to be. At least not at Acrisure Stadium. I don't know where else they are. All right, I'm going to put this up right now. We're going to hear this audio about Rory McIlroy, and the reason, and here we are. I'm going to play that audio right now. Here we go.
And here we go. His year again. Rory is a rare repeat winner at Augusta.
You're muted.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened. There we go.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
the audio.
Yeah, because of the audio. So you heard the audio. Rory McIlroy won the Masters today. It's his second in a row.
Rory.
Right. I wanted Rory McIlroy. There were two people I wanted. One of them couldn't participate because he decided to go out and get drunk and drive, and that is use pills or whatever he did, Tiger Woods. So Rory McIlroy was my other choice, and he won today, and I'm so happy for him, that he won. It looked kind of scary there for a minute, Pensman. I mean, it turned into a dogfight, and then all of a sudden, here we go. But
he gave up a 6-shot lead, and he went down. He even lost the lead and went to 9 under. I'm like, don't do this to me. But everybody started putting wrong. I was like, good. Miss all your putts. Good job, guys.
Yeah, great job. But, the one thing that I kind of remember about the Masters this year is Roy had a great lead going into Saturday. He almost blew that one. And today he almost did that. But I'll tell you what, those pin placements today was kind of hard because they put them in the locations where you actually had to put, it's like Jack said at the beginning of the week, you have to place the ball in the middle of the greens, and you just got to hit your shots where you want to. And also at the Masters, you have to pick where you want the ball, because if you don't hit it in the right spot at the Masters, it's going to be overwhelming, and sometimes you can get away with it, and sometimes you can't, and that's how they,
The Rory scared me because he kept hitting it where the crowd was. I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
like, right. I'm like, no, don't hit it there.
all right, guys, let's get started here. UFL Weekly today. We weren't here last week because of Easter, but today we have some interesting news. Ted Ginn Jr., the head coach of the Columbus Aviators, all right, has been arrested. I don't know any further details. I don't have them right now, but I do know Ted Ginn Jr. was arrested and charged with driving while intoxicated. I don't get what that means, because you also have driving under the influence. So I don't know what the difference is between the two. I'm not a lawyer, but I do know that he was caught driving while intoxicated. Guys, Ted Ginn Jr., I mean, come on. You're the head coach of a team. You're supposed to set an example, and you go out there and you get drunk like that, get busted, and now he is not at this time the head coach of the Columbus Aviators. We'll talk about this coming up, but first, your opinions, Pensman. Start with you, Ted Ginn Jr. What happened? Go.
Go ahead, Brian. I'm looking up something.
Ruff, it's like you talk about, and I know you used to do the cab service and everything.
Yeah.
But all these people that are famous in all other sports, just if you think you're going to drive and you've been drinking, please just call somebody or come pick them up. This is getting ridiculous about all these people that are famous going out there and drinking. I know a lot of people do, but I'm just saying it's getting embarrassing because you have a job, and me having a special license, I don't try to abuse that, because let's just say if one of these people do get hurt or run over a kid or do something, it's gonna hurt you in a bad way,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean,
absolutely.
you got to stop, call a cab, get one of your friends to drive you,
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely. I mean, I don't get this. I don't know, like Tiger Woods and some of these other guys, and now Ted Ginn Jr. So it's crazy about what goes on here, and I mean, it's nuts, and I don't understand it. I don't understand where they're coming from. I don't understand why, So, but anyway, that ain't it. Now, hold on, I'm trying to find something here. Go ahead, Pensman.
Ted Ginn Jr., are you trying to compete with Tiger Woods because you're both in the same place? You have to pay, you're both of you paying bail. Do you have to go out of the country to get treatment too? What are you trying to do? You lost your job over something stupid. Just why don't you guys are famous people. Why don't you guys just pick up the phone and call somebody? Ubers are like $15, $20. You can easily afford that. Come on, people. Use your brains.
You know what? I looked up the salaries last night of the UFL coaches, and they make between $100,000 and $150,000. That's for a head coach. So, and the assistants make about $50,000. So
it costs $20 for an Uber.
$20 for an Uber, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, unless he's gambling his money away or something. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Watch this now. This is dedicated to Tiger Woods and Ted Ginn Jr.
Didn't know. Your ass better call somebody.
Oh yeah, you better call Uber.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why you're call somebody. That's for sure. All right, guys. Let's get into today's or the scores for this weekend. Again, let's talk about the Columbus Aviators. Their new head coach is Todd Haley, and a lot of us know who he is. He was once the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, offensive coordinator with the Pittsburgh Steelers, was coaching high school in Florida for a little while, then came to the USFL. He was coach somewhere, and then he ended up being the offensive coordinator under Ken Wisenhunt down in Arizona when he went to the Super Bowl against the Steelers. All right, Brian, we'll start with you. Todd Haley is now the interim coach of the Columbus Aviators. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, let's see what they can do. I mean, let's see, their record is what now? 0-3. I mean, come on, really? I mean, they lost to the Renegades. I mean, it was a close game, but the Renegades did pull it off 28-23. So
yeah, Renegades again are coached by Rick Neuheisel, and Neuheisel's been around. So I mean, yeah,
as long as I've been actually trying to follow this team, the UFL, I kind of like the logo of the Renegades.
Yeah, they have a good logo. Yeah,
they've done a lot, and this was the premier team when they first came out. So I've been watching them a long time, but they're 3-0, and the Aviators are 0-3. But there's got to be something changed. Maybe he'll change the so-called, maybe they'll change the atmosphere. So we'll see what he's got next week.
Yeah, I'm hoping if Todd Haley does officially be the interim coach here, I hope he can turn Columbus around. Yeah, I mean, there's only 8 games in the whole year, so you got to do something. You know what I mean? And they're already down 3 games, so we'll see what happens. Todd, I want to send a little shout out to you. And he has a podcast that he does with a gentleman. He happens to live down here in the Delmarva area, and I forgot to tell everyone we're in Studio 10 here in Berlin, Maryland. So I want to let everyone know that as well. All right, let's go into the scores. This was from, I believe, from Friday. Yeah, Friday. The Orlando Storm beat the Louisville Kings. And, the Louisville Kings, they've lost their games, but you know what? They've been challenging. 29-27 was the score in this game. Pensman, go ahead with your thoughts on Todd Haley and then your thoughts on this game.
I'm not taking this loss on Todd Haley. Depends on when Ted Ginn got arrested and when he had to take over.
Yeah, right into the helm of it. I mean,
if you're thrown in the pack of wolves, you won't have time. You won't have time to get your team settled. So he'll have plenty of time. He has a couple more weeks, and then we'll see what happens. But just blame the other ones on Ted Ginn because he probably wasn't focused enough to get his team in set. So I don't know, but that's why I say I don't take this blame on Ted Ginn Todd Haley.
Todd Haley at all.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the fans out there.
No. He walked into a hornet's nest.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that. I mean, but don't take it out on him. But I tell you what, Todd Haley in that position, he's he's a pretty good head coach. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, he's a little, you know, a lot of people say he's a jerk, but you know what? Ken Wisenhunt was a jerk, and Ken Wisenhunt wasn't a bad offensive coordinator.
Him and
you
Ben butt heads, but Ben wanted to do things his way.
Right, exactly. Exactly. All right. DC Defenders 45, Houston Gamblers 7. Brian, go ahead. Your thoughts on that game yesterday, yesterday with the Louisville Kings and the Orlando. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Louisville Kings and the Orlando Storm. It was 29-27 victory. And then today's game yesterday's game between the DC Defenders 45, Houston Gamblers 7, and then we'll go to Pensman. Go ahead.
No, the DC Defenders just put a wallet mop on the Gamblers. I mean, come on, really? You only can score 7. You know, look at Jordan. Look at Jordan Tallulah. How do you say it? What's his name? Is the quarterback?
Yeah, that's Tula's.
Tula, and then you got the other Tula.
Yeah.
Then you got
that's one of
those
brothers.
Yeah. Both of those guys did actually, but they both had an interception. But I mean, 170 yards, you know, and the other one had a 170. But you know, it's kind of close together. I mean, you got on the Defenders, you got on Houston, so you know, but both of them look kind of struggle yesterday. I know one of them had a fumble yesterday. Look at the Hill. He had Justin Hill had 9 receptions for 69 yards for the Gamblers, and then Travis Scott had 4 receptions for 49. So I don't know what happened in that. Looks like the Defenders couldn't even, you know, run the ball. I mean, Jackson had over 70 yards, but
you mean the Houston Gamblers couldn't run the ball? Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, they couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, 45-7. Huh. That's a mollywopped.
Yeah, well, the Houston Gamblers are coached by Kevin Sumlin.
Oh, jeez.
Kevin Sumlin was not a bad coach at Houston. Then he went to Arizona. A few years he was okay, and then they fired him. Then he went to, I believe he went to another school. I can't remember which one it was.
Texas A&M.
Yeah, he did all right there. Okay, but he didn't do that well there either. So you know, sometimes I always say this: the grass is not greener on the other side. Guys in the UFL, he's been with the Gamblers for a while now. I think they went to the championship a few years back, but every other year it's been bad. So I don't know what's going on with Kevin Sumlin. I don't know if it's him or if it's the GM. Somebody's not doing their job here. And to me, this is unacceptable. Go ahead, Pensman, your thoughts on DC in Houston.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah.
If you can't keep up with DC, DC's too good. That Jordan guy is Talu. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is. I don't know. You gotta play defense. You can't. I don't know. No, I guess Houston didn't show up today or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I will give Anthony Beckett in Orlando some credit. They're 3-0, and he was a good coach when he was with Dallas, and Orlando now has him as their head coach. And but speaking of Dallas, the Renegades won over the Columbus Aviators today with Todd Haley at the helm. But guess what? It was a close game, 28-23. So Todd Haley got a loss, but it was close. They fought, and you know sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? It's all about wins. Pensman, go ahead. Your thoughts. Start with you.
Renegade's good. I'm telling you, don't take anything from Dallas. Dallas Cowboys are not. It's not the Dallas Cowboys, so don't take anything away. I'm telling you, this Dallas team is making noise. Look for them in the playoffs. They might actually go all the way. If the way they're going, they're running the ball, they're passing better. Everybody's getting open. Their defense, I don't know. They're just running. Looks like they're the best team in UFL right now.
Well, I got some friends connected with Dallas down there, and they were calling Rick Neuheisel Rick Oldheisel. So, I mean, you know, being that, and I've heard that term before, I wanted Rick Neuheisel when he was available after he was allowed back in college to take over the pit job, and they gave it to Narduzzi. And, you know, because a lot of you who don't remember, Rick Neuheisel was kicked out of college for gambling on his own football team. And then
Pete Rose Jr.
Yeah, and then he went to the NFL for a while, and he was good in the NFL. He was the quarterback's coach, and then He was like the offensive coordinator with the Ravens for a little while and a few other teams. And then he came back to college. He was at UCLA. Yeah, he did okay there. I still call him useless LA. So, I mean, but anyway, he was back there. And then, and now he's in the UFL. He was in that AAC league, that American Football Conference, that one that was funded by the NFL. Hines Ward was a coach of Hines Ward was the general manager of the whole thing. It shut down before the season ended. And, so he was part of that. Now he's in the UFL. And I guess that's where his comfort zone is now. So there you go. Rick Neuheisel. They may be in the championship, Pensman. You're correct on that. Go ahead, Brian, on this game.
I didn't watch it much, but I agree with Pensman on that one. The Renegades actually look pretty good. So yeah.
Yeah, I think they're the favorite to win, to go to the championship. Probably even win it. We'll see.
Yeah.
Orlando looks good with Anthony Beckett. So all right.
We'll talk about that another day, Isaiah.
Yeah. What's that about the Steelers? Is that what he wants to know?
No, Steelers should let Will Howard start next season.
Yeah, well, I think no, seriously. In all seriousness, I agree with Pensman. I think, and Isaiah, I think they should. I think they should give him a chance now, because I got a bad feeling they're not going to get a quarterback anytime soon.
And I know Aaron Rodgers wants $30 million. I know.
They need to quit playing around with people like Aaron Rodgers, and now, I didn't want to talk about NFL today, but we can. Joe Flacco is back with the Bengals, I believe. So I mean,
really?
Yeah. Hey, let's suit up for every AFC North team except for the Steelers. Why not?
I believe he's back with the Bengals. I think he is, but we'll see. I have to look it up. I have to find out. All right. Anyway, let's go into this one here. This one was on today. It was the Birmingham Stallions losing to the St. Louis Battlehawks. I caught a little bit of this game, 34-30. Not a bad game. Birmingham's always in there, but St. Louis has a tough team as well. So it looks like there's about 4, maybe 3 teams in the UFL right now that are pretty good. We'll start with you, Brian. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I watched a little bit of it, and it was a close score. I mean, 30-34 is close, and they went in.
30, yeah.
And the Battlehawks, actually, it's a cool last name though, Battlehawks. But they came back in the fourth quarter and actually almost, could blew it at the end. But they stayed their course and they got 21 points in the fourth quarter and stuff. So Deion Kane had a big one for, the Stallions. He was over 3 receptions for 116 yards and 1 touchdown.
Former Steeler.
Yeah, and former Clemson player. And then had, so he played actually good. So glad that he had thing. But both of these. The only thing that concerned me about the two teams, the Battlehawks and the Birmingham, was the 2 quarterbacks. Castle threw 2 interceptions and Frost threw 2 interceptions, but both of them need to correct that completely.
You mean Matt Corral?
Yeah, Matt Corral. Excuse me.
Matt Corral plays for them. He was in the same draft.
Yeah, excuse me.
Pickett. He was in the same draft with Kenny Pickett. He came from Mississippi, Ole Miss.
Yeah,
his coach was the Lynx.
Yeah.
His coach.
I've been trying to pronounce his name.
Yeah, Matt Corral. Yeah, he's been around. I think the UFL's where Kenny Pickett probably belongs, or the prison league or something. So, all right. I better be careful because there's a lot of people that get offended by what I say, and you know what? I don't care. So there you go. So I can't be biased. So there you go. All right, guys, let's get moving here on the rest of it. Let's go over next week's game. And Pensman, no, Flacco hasn't been signed yet. I think he's still sitting out there. Somebody was playing a joke. So, I don't think it's back with the Bengals, at least I can tell.
Hey, if we don't draft a quarterback, we can get him, and then he can dress up for every AFC North team.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Play for the Bengals, the Browns, and the Ravens, so you might as well dress up for the Steelers.
Yeah, exactly. Play dress up. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't see any reports here that say anything from the Bengals. So
Isaiah, you want Joe Flacco instead of Aaron Rodgers?
Hey, you know what though? Flacco's beat us, so He beat the Steelers many times.
He still has it. Don't get me wrong. It's just funny that he goes from the Ravens to the Browns to the Bengals. Wow, let's go for the Steelers. Then we'll dress up for every AFC North team.
Yeah,
and then he can go back, and then he can go for Detroit after that.
Come on, Isaiah. Go with the program here, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Isaiah says no, thank you. Come on, man.
Come on, you got to have Pickett sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do. You got to have a Kenny Pickett out there. There's always one of them.
He's younger than Rodgers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get into
Flacco. Join our retirement home. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, let's get into. Let's see where we are here. I think we're going into week 5, I believe, of the UFL season.
Week 4, excuse me. Week 4.
Week 4. Here we go. All right, Louisville versus the Houston Gamblers.
I'm taking Louisville here. Houston, I don't trust them for anything, even though it's a home game. Pensman, go ahead.
Louisville all the way. Houston's got a problem. They got to fix it.
Yeah. This is a special Thursday night game, so I don't know. I guess UFL wants to try to target all nights here, I guess. Friday night, Dallas versus Columbus. And Brian, your thoughts on Louisville and Houston, and then you start off with Dallas and Columbus. Go ahead.
I'm going to actually go the Louisville Kings on Thursday night. Then I'm going to go Dallas Renegades on Friday. So that's where my 2 picks is. So the Kings and the Renegades.
All right. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I hope Todd Haley can resurrect this Columbus team, but you're right. Dallas has a good football team. We're going to see where they go as we move along here. All right, let's go into St. Louis Battlehawks versus the DC Defenders. This is a repeat of a championship game. I believe they were in it last year or 2 years ago, these two teams, and it's at DC. So we'll start with you, Brian. Go ahead.
I'm going to go the DC Defenders. That's who I'm going to go with.
At home? Yeah, I'm taking them
at home. I'm going to take them at home.
I got DC too.
Yeah, that makes 3 of us. So there you go. All right, next, our last game of the day, or last game of the weekend, Saturday. Orlando versus Birmingham. Guys, your thoughts on Orlando versus Birmingham at Birmingham. This is going to be a good game. Birmingham has a good offense. Orlando has a good defense. Anthony Beckett's defense is really great. Pensman, go ahead.
I got Birmingham winning, though. But I got them winning 24-21.
Ooh.
All right. Go ahead, Brian. Orlando versus Birmingham.
I'm actually going to go a different way. I'm going to go Orlando on this one. I think it'll be a lot closer game.
I like Orlando. I
think this will be a closer game.
Yeah. Birmingham.
It's definitely going to be close.
AJ McCarron's their coach, former quarterback. We all know where he was at. He was with the Bengals for a while.
Yeah. I just want to see a 4-pointer before the season ends. I want to see a 4-pointer happen. That's what that makes it. I'm surprised none of these teams. We talked about it last week, Ralph. Some of these teams haven't even tried a 4-pointer. I don't believe.
No, they
this
have.
year
in Cincinnati.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my God! All right, I got to look up something here because the reason I got to look this up is because I got to find out what his stats are in the UFL. Benny Smell. Now I call him Smell because he stinks. All right, he was with the Steelers. He was a running back. He retired for a little while, and now he's playing for. He's only 28 years old. He's playing for one of the UFL teams. I'm trying to remember which one it is, and. So, let's see here. Benny Smell's back. I think he plays for St. Louis or one of them, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, where's he at here? Benny Smell. All right, let's see here. All right, hold on a minute. UFL. All right, let's see because I know he plays for the UFL, one of the UFL teams.
Louisville Kings.
Yeah, he plays for the Kings. Okay. So I'm just curious about how he's been doing. Is he stinking up the joint? Is he Brian, you're good at stats or whatever, looking up stats real quick, or Pensman. You're not better than I am. So,
Yeah.
I call him Benny Smell. So there you go.
Ralph, a little bit while you're looking up that information here. As of today, we had the Bristol race, and shout out to Ty Gibbs, he won actually the race today for the Bristol Motor Speedway today, and also Connor Zillage from yesterday's recap. But here's your top 5. I know that nobody's in it, but Ty Gibbs wins the race. Ryan Blaney second. Kyle Larson finished third. Tyler Reddick, Pensman, finished 4th, and Chase Briscoe finished 5th. So there's Tyler Reddick, your favorite non-call, your favorite person that you didn't want to win, but he was in the top 4 today. So yeah.
I can't find it.
What? Yeah, I can't even find his stats. He probably didn't even play.
No,
He didn't.
Yeah,
they keep. I look it up, and they keep showing the Steelers and what he did in high school.
Lions. He was with the Lions for a little while too. And he stuck up there. He came out of University of Kentucky. Steelers drafted him, I think, in the 3rd round. He
might be a bench warmer.
That could be. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he goes out and gets sandwiches for everybody. Who knows? I don't know. So.
See, it's nice and warm. Can I get it? No.
There you go. All right, guys. Closing thoughts here before we wrap it up. We'll start with you, Pensman. Go ahead.
Well, thanks for showing up, everybody.
Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you too.
Like I said, Rory won the Masters, back-to-back champion, has 25-26. I did a video. Go back and look at it. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. We'll see what happens next week. Like I said, no show next week because I'll be away. So
yeah, and we're not going to do a show probably the Sunday after the draft because we're going to be burned out from the draft. So.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. I'll be at Talladega that weekend.
Yeah, I know you will be, but we're going to have some fun because it's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday night, we'll be on the air at 7 o'clock to do a preview. And then at 8 o'clock, the draft starts. We'll be here for the whole thing all the way through to see who picks at number 1. And also, we are going to break down each team, what their needs are. What they need, what we think they're going to draft, where they could go in different categories. So we're going to find that out. That's at 7 o'clock on. I'll have a banner made up for that. We're going to be on at 7 o'clock on.
As Rory would say, boom.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're going to be on 11:30 on. I'm sorry, Friday. It will be at night. That's rounds 2 and 3. And then Saturday we'll be on at noon or before noon, about 11:30. We'll be on. That starts at noon. And that's 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, my former hometown. And right now
you should be on live every Steelers pick. Well, we'll see.
well, we are. We are because we're going to be covering all 3 days of the draft. So we'll be live streaming here. So tune in. We look forward to being on here. The 3 of us are going to be on. Well, I think Brian will try to squeeze on one of the days here, I think. So, so he's going to Talladega to check out the races, so enjoy yourself, Brian. Be safe, please, when you go there. And Pensman, I'll see you here next weekend. So Pensman's coming down to visit us here at Studio 10 in Berlin, Maryland. And
it's time to get away.
That's it, man. That's it. You know it.
And don't forget about
to get away.
Ralph, while we got a little time here, what about the what's coming up this weekend also? WrestleMania. Let's go.
Yeah, WrestleMania is coming up. Actually, guys, if you want to right now, we can talk a little bit about WrestleMania. Because I maybe Tuesday, Smoke and Jim will be on, and I will be on with Wrestle Talk. I don't have a guest for Sports Corner, so there's no use in me having it on for 2 hours. So what I'm thinking of doing is Smoke and Jim and I are going to cover some draft stuff. And then I think what's going to happen is we're going to go into a special Wrestle Talk to talk about WrestleMania. I think we're going to do that on Tuesday because, as I mentioned, I don't have anybody available for Tuesday. So
since we're talking about WrestleMania, let me open this up.
Go ahead.
Ralph, you're a Pittsburgh guy, and I'm near Pittsburgh, so let's talk about that. Pat McAfee, how are you doing?
All right.
Bam!
I'm going to tell you something right now. All right.
Here we go.
I'm from Pittsburgh. I've followed Pat McAfee. I've supported Pat McAfee. I've been a Pat McAfee fan forever in 6 years. Even when he was a punter, I supported him. He's from Plumboro. section of Allegheny County, outside of Pittsburgh. All right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Went to Plum High School, and there's another wrestler that went to Plum High School with him, and that's he's currently in the TNA roster. His name is Elijah. All right, formerly known as Elias, the one that played the guitar in the WWE. He's now in TNA. I watched him in a match on last night on their pay-per-view that they had on. I get it for free, and I was able to watch it a little bit. And he was involved in a match with Kazarian, who I've had the privilege of meeting. Okay, and
I feel bad for Elias. He never got his concert in.
Yeah, I know. He goes under the name Elijah now. And
yeah, no, I
by
feel
the
bad.
way-
He never got a concert in.
by the way, while we're talking about TNA, I got a special announcement to make. Guess who's back in TNA? EC3. After 10 years, he's back in
Wow.
the saddle at TNA. He was with NWA for a little while. I believe his contract ran out. He was doing the independent circuit. I personally had the privilege in 2024 to see him out at Indiana, PA, at the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. My good friend Bubba Brewer, who runs that company, and he holds wrestling events all over that side of town there, and in Johnstown and some other places. But he had EC3 there. And also another name I want to throw out to you, Bill Collier. Bill Collier is the bodyguard for Mustafa Ali. All right. The guy that stands behind him with the suit and the mustache and the brush back hair, that's Bill Collier. All right. Bill Collier now is wrestling. He just defeated Moose. So Bill Collier, congratulations to you, my friend. We've had the privilege of meeting. All right. And also to EC3 for coming back to TNA. And Elijah had a pretty good match last night with Kazarian, also a Pittsburgher. So, all right.
Ralph,
Go
is
ahead.
it true that if Brock Lesnar loses on WrestleMania that he's going to retire, and then Brock Lesnar's going back to ECW?
No.
That's why I heard. That's where he started from.
There is no ECW. That's the whole
Yeah.
problem. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
here we are. I'll tell you what's going on with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's going to fight Gunther at SummerSlam, and
And
Gunther's
he's going to sleep.
he's going to go to sleep. That's what's going to
Night,
happen.
night, Brock.
Yeah. Yeah. But the last thing I thought, actually, I didn't think Gunther was going to go after Seth Rollins. And I have a feeling, and I'm hearing rumors and stories, that there's perhaps Gunther may be the next guy to join the Vision. Because apparently it looks like he went after Seth Rollins. I don't understand what his purpose of that is. I think Paul Heyman was up to speed on that one. And come to find out this week on Raw that Seth Rollins paid Obafemi to go after Brock Lesnar. So that's how that match got started.
So what's this favor?
Yeah.
Which favor are you talking about? You mean that
You
that,
owe
you know-
you owe me. You owe me. Paul Heyman's like, oh no, I owe him.
Yeah. Gunther, I guess the favor is he's going to join the Vision or something, or get him a championship match.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What favor is.
Heyman has that power to do that. He's a producer and whatnot, and he handles some talent in the WWE. The match
I'm the last advocate to stand. Yeah, we don't care.
yeah. So
And-
Brock will retire because Gunther's going to turn on the Vision at SummerSlam, and Brock's going to retire. That'll be his final match. That's the prediction I have. I'm not sure exactly who, but Brock's last match is SummerSlam because he's too busy with his family right now with his meat markets.
I think Gunther should be changed his name to Legend Killer.
Well, that was Randy Orton's name. They can't do that.
No, well, he's
They
no
can't do
longer,
that
he's,
one.
he's no longer a Legend Killer. He took out three big names.
Yeah.
And Ralph, I want to get a shout out. I want to give out this shout out to Dan Houser winning his first match on
Yes,
WWE.
Danhausen. Yeah. I've met
And by the way, it's always amazing me now that he's on there, and I know he came from another wrestling, but who's he going to curse this week or in WrestleMania? Who do you think it could be? Because I like how he says you are cursing, then something else
I hope
goes
he
bad.
curses Gunther and Seth Rollins wins. That's what I hope. So. But anyway, one thing I want to add here about Pat McAfee. Shame on you, Pat McAfee. And you know what? If you don't like what I have to say about you, then I'm right here. You and I can have a conversation. You want me on your show? Oh, by the way, too, Pat McAfee, you got that bum on there in Mark Caboli. Mark Caboli has never, ever once ever returned any of my phone calls or my emails to come on my show. Okay. So you know what? Not only are you a bum right now for what you're doing to Cody Rhodes, but you got another bum on there named Mark Caboli. And you know what? I didn't want to do this, but you know what? I have to, because I don't appreciate people who think that they're better than everybody else. You go on the other competition radio station in town in Pittsburgh, but you won't come on my show. All right. You won't come on any of my shows. So you know what, Mark? Stick it somewhere, because I don't need you and I don't want you. All right. And you're just as bad as Pat McAfee. And Pat McAfee is another guy that I'm frustrated with. People who live in Pittsburgh don't do these things. All right. People who live in Pittsburgh have a whole different attitude. You came to Pittsburgh for a game. I forget. I think Pitt was playing, and he came to town for the college. Oh, they were playing Notre Dame, and he showed up in Pittsburgh. Okay.
They did college game day there.
Yeah, he was real nice.
Yeah.
Now you're mad at Triple H, and I know why you're mad at Triple H, because TKO, Pat, doesn't like liars, and they don't want part-timers. You lied to Triple H, and you lied to TKO, and they had the right to fire you. And you know why they fired you? They fired you because you lied. You told them you were going to be full-time as an announcer. Then all of a sudden, you decided to go wander off to college football. And then they had to put fill-ins in there. Then all of a sudden you come back. Oh, I'm burned out. Oh, I got to do college football. Oh, I got to clean toilets. Oh, I got to go do something else. All right. And then you're burned. Now all of a sudden you show up with Randy Orton and you want to play this role about this business. This business has provided you with money, Pat. Okay. This business has provided you with the income, Pat. This business has provided you with the circulation of your brand, Pat. Not only that, you and that idiot Logan Paul, okay? All right? Both of you are in the same category now. I had you separated from Logan Paul, but now you and Logan Paul are both in the same category, both a bunch of idiots, okay? And Pat McAfee, you years ago I used to respect you. I don't respect you anymore, because what you're doing is wrong, and I don't give a crap if it's fake or not, all right? What you're doing is wrong. All right. It's that simple. All right. That's my thoughts on Pat McAfee. Pensman, what do you think? And then we'll get Brian's opinion.
Well, I'm telling you, you do not want to tick this man off. And he's, as a former Pittsburgh citizen, you know how Pittsburgh people are.
Yeah.
Pat, you walked the line.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah, you walked the line.
Hey, I said something about Brock Lesnar too. So,
I
you know, and I'll say what I have to say about Pat McAfee.
Pat,
And
I'm
Pat
sorry.
McAfee-
I'm sorry, bro. But
Here, I'm gonna grab the microphone like this, and I'm gonna do Rambo.
There you
Pat, I'm coming to get you. Okay. Because what you did to Cody Rhodes was wrong, and what you're doing right now is wrong. The business that made you money. And now all of a sudden you don't like the business. All right. All of a sudden you want to team up with Randy Orton and cause problems. Okay, Pat? Pittsburgh people don't act like that. But you do. And Mark Caboli, you do. Okay. All right. Mark, what's wrong with me, man? You don't want to return my phone calls? I got your number from friends. I know people in the media up here in Pittsburgh, but you didn't want to return my phone calls or my emails.
Ralph, we're not famous enough yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's one of the reasons I left Pittsburgh. And you know what's funny?
Redheaded stepchild.
No, not me. Not anymore.
I'm just saying we're not big enough yet, so
That's right.
We're
Yeah.
redheaded stepchild, and when we do get famous, Ralph Williams, I remember him. He tried to reach out for me. No, too late.
I'm gonna do like my wife does sometimes. Okay.
Yep.
right. So anyway, that's my feelings on Pat McAfee. So go ahead, guys. Whatever you want to say, go ahead, and then we're gonna move on here.
I think Roman's gonna win his match. I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think CM Punk.
See, Roman's got to be full time too. TKO don't want part timers anymore.
No,
I think CM Punk he's good with the microphone, but I think he's talking too much. And what he said about his dad, I think Roman's gonna destroy him.
I think he's going to destroy him, and I think there's going to be a return of a bloodline.
Yeah.
The Usos and I keep hearing stories about Zilla Fatu coming back. He's in MLW. I've been hearing stories
listen, everybody. I'm going to talk about this real quick. You can talk smack, you can trash talk. I don't care. But if you mention anything about Roman's dad,
somebody's family, yeah,
and you mentioned that you're going to be buried next to his dad, that sets Roman off, and you don't want to set.
Yeah,
Roman
you don't
off.
want to set Roman on.
Yeah,
exactly.
Roman's a good actor, but when you mess with family,
you're going to get it.
Yeah. I pity CM Punk.
But you know what's funny about that, though? Roman started it. I mean, really, he did. I mean, you know.
I know that, but CM Punk shouldn't have gone to that level.
Well, no, he shouldn't have gone to that level at all. No,
I know Roman started it, but CM Punk shouldn't have gone that far.
And the Usos, for him to say that the Usos, all they know how to do is ride behind, do Roman's dirty work. I don't see the Usos doing that anymore because I know Jay.
When CM Punk went home, AJ would have been like, "You went too far."
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. All right, Brian, your thoughts on Roman Reigns, CM Punk? Go ahead.
I'm gonna pick Roman Reigns. I think he will beat CM Punk, but it's going to be a fight for the match and everything. Ralph, I got a question for you. Isn't there a match on the WrestleMania? Isn't there a fight that's outside the ring? Like I heard something about that last week.
Street fight.
It's going to be an unsanctioned match between Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu, who just got his butt whooped on Friday. If I was Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes, or any of these guys, I tell WWE to eat it. I'll see it at WrestleMania because you know what? I would not show up at these events. Why in the world would you subject yourself to that kind of a beatdown? I mean, I just don't get it.
Can't.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to know where Nick Aldis was again. He disappeared when Drew McIntyre come out against Jacob Fatu. He was nowhere to be found. Okay, Drew McIntyre either needs to be suspended or fired. I've said this many times. He's a busted combustible engine that just continues to just explode and go off. And there needs to be something done to him. All right. So much for Nick Aldis when he took over as GM, cracking the whip. You know what I mean? And for Solo Sikoa to say he's in charge of the show, he should automatically be suspended because Nick Aldis is in charge of the show, not him. All right. So, there's some things WWE needs to clean up.
Adam Pearce, gone. Nick Aldis, gone.
I think they both should be fired. I believe that to be the case. I think they both should be fired.
Who's Nick? Nick Aldis needs to go.
Well, either he needs to go, but I'm hearing stories now his contract's due up soon, and he's going back into wrestling because he can make more money wrestling, and he's only 38 years old. He's not that old. So he took that job of authority because he had an injury. His wife is Mickie James. She wrestles in TNA. So, I mean, maybe he'll go back to TNA. I don't know.
I want Sting to be a general manager. That would be awesome. Sting. That would be awesome.
That would be good if they brought Sting.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be.
Well, you got to remember he is a preacher. I think he said that he's a preacher still.
Yeah, he's a preacher.
He's a preacher. So
when the NWO
work Fridays and Mondays, and then you're good.
When the NWO thing happened, Sting disappeared for a little while. He went to become a born again Christian, and now he's a preacher. So I mean. You're
acting up.
Where's the black bat at? Yeah. Where's that black bat at?
Get the stinger out.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you.
You'll be nice to him.
I'll tell you an interesting story. There's a former porn actor out there. I think he died a few years ago. Ron Jeremy, and Ron Jeremy starred in about 1 million freaking porn films. And get this now, he was a preacher. Him and what was that other one's name? Harry Reams. Yeah, Harry Reams was another one. And them two were going around preaching all over the country, speaking and preaching, making a ton of money. So I'm good. I'm good with the microphone. Maybe I should become a public speaker and make all kinds of money. I got a friend of mine that does that. So, but anyway.
There you go.
Okay.
I can represent the handicap. That's what I can do. So. But anyway.
Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes? and then we'll
Ooh.
we'll close it up from here.
Yeah, Randy. I don't know. I think Randy Orton is the puppet of the Rock. I know the Rock cannot make it to WrestleMania. He's busy with movies, but the Rock is on the board of TKO. So if the
Right.
Rock says something to Triple H or Nick Aldis or whoever, if you heard Nick Aldis on Friday, he said that order came from above. So I think that order came from the Rock. And the Rock's been out to get Cody Rhodes for the last 2 years after that embarrassment 3 years ago. Remember that embarrassment?
Yeah. Right.
You know, so he embarrassed The Rock by beating Roman Reigns and all that other stuff. So with that, The Rock is still holding a grudge against Cody Rhodes. And here we are. You saw what he did last year with Cena. So now he's got Randy Orton in the home. And one of these days, there's going to be a WrestleMania where Cody's not going to be the champion. And we don't have to deal with Cody Rhodes and that stuff again. So we'll see. But I did hear a story, and I think it's true. AEW's Dustin Rhodes, his contract ran out. I'm hearing stories that either it's going to be Arn Anderson or it's going to be Dustin Rhodes, or both are going to help Cody at WrestleMania. That's the story I'm hearing right now. Cody hasn't revealed it, but I think it's going to happen because Arn Anderson is back.
More help.
Yeah, exactly. And Cody has a lot of friends, whether you know it or not. He might not have any friends in the locker room. At the in WWE, it appears he may not, but he has a lot of friends out there through his father, and Arn Anderson is one of them. He's trained Cody Rhodes before. He'll do it again, and he is currently back to training him again. And if you notice some of the stuff that he does, if you've ever followed Arn Anderson's career, he does some things that Arn Anderson used to do, and he also does some of his dad's old moves. All right, Cody Rhodes. So if I'm Randy Orton, I'd be careful. I really would, because Cody, if he comes out with both of them, Pat McAfee's in trouble, and so is Orton. But The Rock might show up there, which means if The Rock comes out or some other angle there that The Rock will draw up because he can't be there, John Cena's going to be the host. Maybe John Cena will go back to that thing again. I don't know. I smell something fishy with this match, but I'm going to take Cody Rhodes. So,
I think you're on the same boat as that one.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to think about this one too, Ralph and Pensman. Could Cody Rhodes lose it to Randy Orton just so Randy Orton can say that he actually won it, because he's never won a big match like this, and then he loses it in a couple of months after that, like SummerSlam or something? I think that's the next big match, isn't it? SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, you got Money in the Bank in between.
Okay, so you got Monday night.
Yeah. Money in
so
the Bank.
Something's going to happen if Cody Rhodes does lose it. Then I think Randy Orton will win it, and then something else will happen, and then he'll be out for good or something. Stipulations that they'll throw him. Oh, he's the new world title. They'll throw him, and then Money at the Bank. They'll have that. Somebody will win from that and go after him, and then he loses again, like he always does.
Yeah.
But maybe they give it to him to make a storyline deeper than what it is, and then have there's going to be something fishy, But I think that Randy Orton could win.
Right.
But there's just something fishy about that match.
Well, tonight is Dynasty AEW. In fact, that's going on right now. It started at 7.
Yeah.
The match I'm interested in is Kenny Omega versus MJF. Kenny Omega, I hear, is at once this contract runs out with AEW, and he's already signed with a couple other wrestling groups too. We're hearing a story. He wants to cut back on his. He's got health issues real bad. He had a bad hernia. He had an intestine problem. He had shoulder injuries, leg injuries. He was out for months, 2 years almost, and he's starting to get the wear and tear on his body is getting to him, and so he wants to, I think, do one more run as champ. And he's going up against MJF tonight. So we'll see what Cody or what Kenny Omega can do. And, so we'll go from there with that. But FTR tonight versus Christian Cage and Adam Copeland, that's going to be an interesting match as well,
I'm glad they patched things.
Who? Oh, Adam Copeland and Christian. Yeah, I am too.
Yeah,
that's, AEW is pretty smart. Tony Khan's starting to get a little wiser and some of the decisions he makes. I'm hearing stories now that Shane McMahon is involved somehow as a producer or something now. So if Shane McMahon gets involved, AEW could really compete with WWE in a bad way. And they're starting to tour now. They're going all over the place. They stopped. TNA's doing the same thing. They're starting to tour again. TNA was just staying in one spot in Nashville or Florida or Alaska, wherever they were. Okay. They're staying in the same spot. Now they're starting to tour around, and TNA Impact is touring. AEW's back to touring again. They were staying like at Hammerslick Hall in New York there for a little while, and then staying in there. And they can't do anything down in Jacksonville because Jacksonville's new stadium is being built, and it's going to affect where they're that little arena area there. So they can't go down there. Jacksonville's playing in Orlando this year, and they're going to be playing in London for 3 games.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what Jacksonville does. They're going to be there for a little while. So I don't know.
All right, Ralph, close this up.
Close this up, Ralph.
Let's do it. All right. Final thoughts here, guys, and tell everybody they can get a hold of you. Start with you, Brian. Go ahead.
You can find me on social media on here at OSN TSM, and also other platforms. You can find us on Outlaw Sports Network. So that's where you can find me. Also, you can email me at 24tsmedia on gmail.com. So yeah, I'm going to put that in the bio as soon as I can. So that's where you can find me at local things. Also, I will see y'all this week. I hope everybody has a good week, though. The weekend is coming to the near. Where I live at, the kids are going back to school, so they just got over spring break. So wish all the teachers and everybody, and also schools are being nearly done for the year. Think about that. Couple more months, and some schools will be, going in the summer, and some of them will still have to be in summer school. So it's a busy time now.
I'm not going to make my comments on schools. I'm not going to do that right now. So this is not the forum for it. But
I know.
Ed Pensman, your closing thoughts. Go ahead and tell everybody they can get a hold of you.
You can find me on Pensman Sports on YouTube. I'm at 1156. Help me get to 2,000. We'll talk about the Yankees another time. I need to get some frustration out. So that's another time for another day. So Yankees, you blew it. I don't know why you can't beat the Tampa Bay Rays, but you can find me on Pensman Sports on YouTube. You can find me on email me, please, at pensmansports@gmail.com. Love to hear from you guys. We're all family. I want to hear from you. If you want to see a video, if there's a certain team you want me to follow, let me know. If you want me to cover them, let me know. I want to hear from you. If you don't like what I have to say, please email me. I want to hear all kinds of comments. So I accept all. I accept all comments.
All right. You can get a hold of me, Ralph Williams, RW Media Productions. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to all of our YouTube channels, including mine. Somehow I lost a subscriber. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, help me get to 2,500. I'm at 2,422. Help me get to 2,500. So, I'm looking. I do small things because big things will come. I'll take the inch before I take the mile. So anyway, and also I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitch, Kick Network, and I'm also on Rumble now. So I have a page on Rumble. And also, don't forget tomorrow. Starting tomorrow. All right, Pittsburgh, I told you I was doing this. You didn't listen.
Yeah.
There you go, Pittsburgh. Another scolding.
You didn't care. Well, guess what, Pittsburgh? Here I come. Tomorrow. It starts tomorrow at 2:00. The Ralph Williams Show on 620 KHB AM. Tune in to the Ralph Williams Show. Afternoon drive time. I'm coming to get you. So there you go. And also Friday, April 17th, the debut of the weekday edition of the Sports Corner Radio Show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudio Rosano, and Luther Dupree. Friday, 3:00, April 17th, the weekday edition. Pittsburgh drive time. Oh, you know it. Afternoon. I love every minute of this because guess what? I'm taking some people's audience and I'm going to love every minute of it. So there you go. And you know who you are. This is what you get for what you did to me. There you go. All right. For Pensman.
I got one thing to say, but go ahead. Keep going. Keep going,
Go ahead, Pensman.
Because I'm getting ready to close it up. Go ahead.
Listen to this, what this guy said. Earlier today, I don't do this very often, but he did a little Ralph report. When he does a Ralph report, it's usually something important. And he talked about something very important around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock this afternoon. So everybody tune into that. Let's get those views up. So you might want to tune into what you said this afternoon, because it's kind of intriguing and it's kind of what's going to happen in the future. And it's slowly happening, but pay attention. So,
Yeah, what it's about is, real quick, Pensman, and I'll give somebody a real an interesting small nugget of this.
Go ahead.
Okay. Papa John's, Domino's, and Pizza Hut are all failing. They're all going out of business. All right, they're all failing. Papa John's is getting ready to downsize. They're closing up stores. Pizza Hut is really struggling, and Domino's is also struggling again. All right, people are not buying out food because it's costing too much money. I have something for you on the Ralph Report that'll make your head spin. I spend a grand total of $50, and I can make 10 pizzas with that $50 compared to what you would pay if you called the pizza shop. Now, I have no problem with Ron and Don's Pizza Shop or anything like that. I have a problem right now because we have a problem in this country, and that problem is we're paying too much money for food. We eat out, we pay too much money. Tambellini Restaurant up in Pittsburgh has been around for 60 years. Guess what they did? They had to close up. You know why? Because he's paying salad prep people $15 an hour. And he said he's tired of it. The guy's 70-some years old, working 80 hours a week. I have another owner of a pizza shop that was going to be a sponsor of mine, but he says he don't need any more business. He's got too much business, and he can't find employees. He's getting ready to shut down. He has to shut his restaurant down at 7 o'clock at night because he can't get nobody to work. I've been preaching this for years and years now, since the end of COVID. All right? So tune into the Ralph Report, all right, and RW Media Productions, and watch what I have to say, because it's going to make you think again about when you order out food. Okay? All right?
Listen to what this man says. Everything he says, it's 99% accurate.
Exactly. Smoking Jim Frazier says, every time I say, oh, by the way, those of you who can, get on YouTube, go to KDKA Radio, go back to this morning's Rob Pratt show. Rob Pratt does a sports show from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I usually don't promote these other people because I don't like the station he works for, because I sent them 20 different audition tapes and resumes, and they never got back to me. So that means war. Okay, so there we are. But anyway, tune into it, find it on the live stream, and go back to the 11 o'clock show. Now, first he had a golfer on, then 11:30 had Smoking Jim Frazier on. I want to thank Smoking Jim, because guess what he did? He put a shout out to my show right in front of Rob Pratt. And if you watch the video, look at Rob Pratt.
His reaction is priceless.
Oh my gosh. The Pensman here watched it. So did Brian. Where do you see this guy's look on his face?
The reaction is priceless.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And guess what, Rob? I'm coming to get you too. All right. And I've already taken some of your audience, because the ratings in Pittsburgh have me at number 1 on the weekend slot that I have both my Ralph Williams show and the Sports Corner radio show on. So I'm invading weekends. Now I'm coming for weekdays. Guys, you're going to be sorry you didn't hire me. There you go. All right. There you are. That's what I have to say. And if KDK don't like it, that's too bad. All right. You should have hired me when you had the chance. All right. All right. Let's wrap this up here for Pensman Sports. Brian Pettit, I've had enough tonight. Right. I want to go relax and spend the rest of my evening with my lovely wife. And so until next time, for UFL Weekly and wrestling and other opinions that we had tonight, until we're going to be off for 2 weeks. All right. So we won't be back until almost playoff time for the UFL at the end of the month. All right. So just to let everybody know. All right. So until then, we'll be keeping you posted through our social media platforms. Have yourself a great one. And by all means, please be safe. Thank you.